A ratio shows the relationship between quantities. An example is if there are 6 apples and 8 oranges, the ratio of apples to oranges would be 6 to 8. Deeper, the ratio of apples to fruits is 6 to 14 because there are 6 apples and 14 fruits. Let's try with some more questions. If there are 8 girls in the class and 12 boys, what is the ratio of girls to boys? What about girls to people in the class? What about boys to girls? They can also just be a comparison. For example, 3 to 4 is the same as 6 to 8. All it means is for every 3 apples, there are 4 oranges. So, 3 to 4 is actually the same as 42 to 56. All you need to do in this case is multiply 3 by 14 and 4 by 14. And then this is what you get. Okay. Let's have some fun. Name 5 ratios that are the same as 9 to 14, 5 to 2, and 7 to 103. Something very important is usually, when answering a question, write it in lowest terms. The way we do this is by finding the lowest common factors of the two numbers. For example, the ratio is 25 to 40. We need to put it in lowest terms. The way we do this is by first determining the factors of each number. Factors of 25 and the factors of 40. The next step is to divide both of the numbers by 5. So then 25 divided by 5 is 5, and 40 divided by 5 is 8. So then there we have it. 25 to 40 in lowest terms is 5 to 8. Now let's have some fun. Okay, we're going to do a few practice questions. What is 16 to 32 in lowest terms? What about 80 to 100? How about 76 to 12? Now for the answers. And lastly, yay! Let's have some even more fun. And now we're going to turn them into fractions. It really is quite easy. Our first step is to find the ratio. In our case, we'll just use 5 blue cars to 9 red cars, also 5 to 9. Next step is to find the amount of blue cars to cars in total, which would be 5 to 14. From here, it's easy as pie. Use the first number, which is in this case 5, as the numerator, and the second number, which is 14, at the bottom. We now have 5 and 14s. Congratulations! Now that we have mastered ratios, you should try some. If there are 13 girls and 15 boys, what fraction of the class are girls? The answer is 13 and 28, if that's what you got. Congratulations. Ratios are key for understanding rates. You have probably heard people say kilometers per hour or dollars an hour, but what does it mean? For an example, if you were going 65 kilometers an hour, it means for every hour you drive, you go 65 kilometers. How can we find out how much you would travel in 2.5 hours or 15 minutes? One way is to use cross multiplication. Cross multiplication is as follows. If Natalie makes $55 in 2 hours, how much does she make in 8 hours? One way to find it out would be cross multiplication. The first step is to multiply 55, or the number above the x, by the number beside x. After we've multiplied 55 by 2, we take the number that we have, which should be 440, and then we divide it by 2. Guess what? We have found our x. Make sure when answering a question to write x equals 220. Also make sure to answer the question.
They just weren't answering. I'll write down. Oh, okay.
Yay! You have mastered cross multiplication and rates. Now that you are pros at this type of math, you should be able to answer some of these questions. The answer that you should have is Derek drives 11.29 kilometers in 15 minutes.
Please excuse this interruption.
If you want, you can create several questions and quizzes for your partner on them for more practice. Ratios are tricky until you understand them. After that, they're as easy as pi Thank you for watching.